Welcome to the couch. It's time for us to take our relationship segment. And today with us we have the one and only Toju Fatoyinbo. Now she is a coach, she's a speaker, she's so many great things. And she's here to talk to us about a very important topic today. We're talking about social media and cheating. When it comes to relationship mentors, inspiring and empowering people, Toju, you're all about this. But there's some topics that are so delicate that you have to break it down. All right, so how do we begin? On social media, can you actually have a legitimate relationship, first of all, before we even say, can you cheat?
Legitimate relationship. Well, there's no rule against it. So yes, you can, quote and unquote, a relationship, but then you're being to ask different questions. Do you actually know this person? Have you actually met the person? Do you know their background? Do you know their history? Because for all we know, the poster of the person you're seeing, there's not even the person at all. There are things you cannot verify online. So yeah, there's no rule against it. So it's legitimate. But I don't know that it's the safest or the best option to have a well-grounded and healthy, long-lasting relationship.
Okay, so now there are people in actual physical relationships who have gone very far, maybe 2 years, 3 years, physical relationships. And eventually, you know, maybe one party, either the male or the female, finds another friend online and begins to have long conversations, chatting, videos, the like. Now, because of what we said just now, saying it's not really a legitimate relationship in a sense, could it still be construed as cheating?
Okay, so I think if we try to define it, because apparently it's different for different people, especially for men and then for women as well. But if we go by general definitions, we will find that cheating is any act that is dishonest, because when you start cheating, the lies will come. It's dishonest and is unfair. And so in this case, unfair to the person you're in a relationship with, seemingly to gain advantage or a benefit for yourself. When we talk about cheating, bringing it down to sexual infidelity or just being unfaithful to your partner, it talks about going astray. So you're straying away from your commitment. It talks about playing around. So you're dancing around something that will probably get you in fire. And it talks about, you know, two-timing. So I think for me personally, it becomes cheating when you're getting invested in another person beyond the commitment you have to your legitimate boyfriend or girlfriend, husband or wife.
Okay, so now you mentioned commitments. You mentioned getting invested. Some people might just say, I'm just chatting. It's not really investing much. You know, I'm not that committed. I don't know, you know, when she goes out or comes in. You know, all I'm doing is just sending smiley faces. So when does it become different? When does it become a commitment? When does someone become invested in the person they're chatting with?
So let's go backward a bit so we can go forward. So these are conversations couples need to have when you get into a relationship. When you, for example, you're with a guy who is friendly with everyone, has good vibes with people, gives people, you know, full hugs and taps this person there and taps that person there and sends heart smiley to a member of the opposite sex. And it's like, oh, that's just how I am. That's my vibe. I flow with people. And in your mind, you're like, oh, he's so friendly. He's so nice. And then when it comes into the context of a relationship, you now begin to feel a certain type of way. But you didn't question it at first. You accepted it, and now the guy, and this can go both ways anyway, but now the guy is like, I've been doing this since, this is normal. So I think we need to ask those important questions before we get into a relationship so that we now know we're committed. This is what I can take and this is what I cannot take. And I also feel that there are some unassumed expectations you have of your spouse or your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Okay,
so those expectations, they vary far and wide. But for instance, let me use my husband as an example. He is one of the most friendly people you could ever meet. He has so many friends, people that he has long conversations with on a normal. He even coaches people, mentors people. And it was one of the things that drew me to him. So I actually heard during counseling that one of the things that you might end up hating your partner for are the things you love him for.
When you're courting.
Yes, are the things you love him for now. So in the end, telling someone not to chat or not to have online relationships with people, is it not trying to change them? Is it not trying to change who they are?
Yeah, so if you haven't had that conversation before and now it's happening to you, so what you want to do or what you do not want to do is to come across as attacking the person, to come across as insulting the person or picking a fight, right? But it's something that needs to be addressed. So it might take some time, it might take some conversations, it might take a third party if necessary. But there are conversations that need to be had. So you want to influence the person's decision to change. You want the person to own the decision to change or see that they're doing something wrong. Because if it seems as if they're just trying to change themselves because of what you have said, then it might not be a long-lasting change.
Okay, so if, for instance, you are the party that has this conversation, okay, we don't have that much time, but I just want to say, how do you stop this online relationship without, hurting people and friends around you?
Okay, so I think you need to be honest with yourself. If it's something you can't show your partner, if it's something you can't share with people and feel like you're happy about it, if it's something you can't post on the gram, if it's something you can't share with people, then you're supposed to be telling you already that you're wrong. If you're asking the question in the first place, am I cheating? Is this cheating? Then you should already know that something is fishy. So I think you need openness. I always believe that they say sin thrives in darkness.
Okay.
So if you want to stop something, you need to expose it.
Okay.
So that's the first step. So you're accountable to somebody. It could be the person you're in relationship with or a mentor or someone, but expose it and then take steps of accountability with the person to withdraw. You're in a committed relationship. I'd rather you hurt that person than hurt this person.
All right then.
Yeah.
Toju, thank you so much for coming to talk to us about this. We still like the idea that you can be part of this as well. Please join us on social media with the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. As soon as you can, ask your questions. Toju will jump on the gram and respond to them. Now, something smells good in the kitchen, don't you think? Something smells really, really good. We have quite a lot coming your way right here on Wake Up Nigeria.